Having an
Uh-huh.
understanding of grammar is going to help you understand my explanations about the patterns in pronunciation. Okay?
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. So people say, oh,
I
grammar. Yes, grammar is very important because it's the structure of our language and it helps
I
explain
have
the
to thank you
patterns.
my I have to thank you my English teacher.
Yes, do. Okay.
Pronouns are words that replace names of people and things, like instead of John, we say he or him. As we look at different kinds of pronouns, you'll see they follow certain word stress patterns. Learn these patterns and you'll sound more natural when you say the pronouns. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jennifer and I teach American English for confident, effective communication. If you'd like my free digital downloads to boost your fluency, then visit my website, englishwithjennifer.com.
We also have patterns for certain pronouns. There's a group of
Uh-huh.
pronouns called reflexive pronouns. They all end in self, right? Myself, yourself,
Okay.
itself, etc. They follow a pattern. Myself, 2 syllables, but which one do
Uh-huh.
I stress? I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Self seems to be stressed out.
Exactly. So we're going to put stress on
Uh-huh.
self. Repeat after me. They're all 2 syllable pronouns. Myself,
Myself,
yourself,
yourself,
itself,
itself,
himself,
himself,
herself,
herself,
ourselves.
ourselves.
Like we'll do it ourselves, right?
We will we will do it ourselves.
Yes. Okay. Yourselves,
Yourselves.
as in you have to do it yourselves.
As in you have to do it yourselves.
All of you guys got to do it yourselves. I'm not helping, right? Yourselves. Mhm. Themselves.
Themselves.
You got it. Okay. So bum, 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 bum. So reflexive pronouns all follow that pattern. Okay.
Let's practice those reflexive pronouns in sentences. Listen and repeat. I can do it myself. Can you do it yourself? The house itself is fine. He himself told me. She told me so herself. We sat by ourselves. They keep to themselves.
The second self seems to be stressed out always in the reflexive pronouns, correct?
Correct. Correct.
It's a good thing that I've studied all the grammars. Like all the things that you were taking the name of reflexive pronouns, I have gone through all the studies.
You're going to see that it really helps to have this overlap of skills. It's hard to do pronunciation and never talk about grammar. They come together very often. Having an
Uh-huh.
understanding of grammar is going to help you understand my explanations about the patterns in pronunciation. Okay?
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. So people say, oh,
Hey,
grammar. Yes, grammar is very important because it's the structure of our language and it helps
I
explain the
have to thank you
patterns.
my I have to thank you my English teacher.
Yes, do. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
I when I get in touch with them these days, I speak much faster than them.
which is
Yeah.
fine, but remember, speed is not always your friend. Okay. What
Yeah,
you
you are
want to do is
correct.
say
You are
speak
correct.
clearly and naturally, confidently. Those are the key words. Clearly, confident, naturally, and appropriately too. Next group of pronouns are indefinite pronouns. When we don't name a specific person, there's a certain pattern with these ones too, like no one, someone, anyone. Am I stressing
Uh-huh.
the beginning or am I stressing one?
Obviously the beginning one.
Beginning. So repeat after me. No one,
No one.
someone,
Someone.
anyone.
Anyone.
Do you know anyone?
Do you know anyone?
Yes. Our voice is going up, but the stress is still on any. Do you know anyone?
Do you know anyone?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nobody,
Nobody.
somebody,
Somebody.
anybody,
Anybody.
mhm, nothing,
Nothing.
something,
Something.
anything.
Anything.
Great, right? Now, the interesting thing about these words is that they are pronouns. In general, we don't often stress pronouns, but there are exceptions, right? When you're
Okay.
speaking in fast, relaxed English, you usually don't stress these words. Like, do you know anyone? Do you know anyone? Know is going to be the most important word, a very important content word that we would stress. Do you know anyone? But anyone does happen to have three syllables, anyone. And in those three syllables, we are going to stress the first, right?
Yup. Yup.
So say
Yup.
with
Yup.
me, do you know anyone?
Do you know anyone?
Like I'm looking for someone who can help me with editing. Do you know anyone? Right?
I'm looking for someone who can help me with editing. Do you know anyone?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you know someone.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's practice some of the indefinite pronouns in a dialogue. Listen and repeat. No one else is here. Nobody but us. Something's wrong. Somebody got the day or time wrong. That somebody could be us. Practice the dialogue again. First you can be person A, then you can be person B. Nobody but us. Somebody got the day or time wrong. No one else is here. Something's wrong. That somebody could be us.
We've talked a little bit about content words and function words. I want to go more in depth now about the importance of our content words, especially when we start getting into phrases and sentences. We're going to work with a
Uh-huh.
text that's very familiar. It's your self-introduction. So
Okay.
when we look at this, first of all, punctuation helps us by showing us thought groups. Every time we see a period, we know it's the end of an idea, the end of a sentence,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Uh-huh.
when I like to mark up text, I use a double slash to show that this is a full stop. I can fully breathe. This idea is complete. And I can also take a full breath if I need to. Commas also help us. Commas can also show us where we might pause. For example, between clauses, if we have a complex sentence or a compound sentence, that's actually
Uh-huh.
two different thought groups very often, like this.
Okay.
Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
other thing that helps us is understanding how sentences are put together. Like we have a subject and a predicate. If it's a very short subject, we might stick it with the predicate, like Jennifer plays the piano. Very short sentence, so I'd just say it in one breath. But if
Mm-hmm.
I start listing people like Jennifer and Nitish are studying together, I would do
Okay.
subject and predicate. Jennifer and Nitish are studying together. I took that longer sentence and broke it up into two thought groups. The thought groups
Hmm.
are how we start to create rhythm at the sentence level. We can't speak endlessly without taking a breath, but we breathe
Okay.
in logical places. Let me
Can
say it
I
again.
can I
Yeah,
interrupt you here for
yeah,
a minute?
yeah.
When you say thought groups, what do you exactly mean?
We group our ideas into thoughts. When you do your introduction, it's not just
Uh-huh.
all about me. Within that are many little ideas about you.
Okay.
Thought groups are natural ways we break up our words. Thought groups help us break our ideas into natural pieces of language so that we can breathe. And then
Okay.
people can digest our ideas more easily. If we break in unusual spots, it sounds weird, right? You wouldn't
Okay.
say, I'm a high ticket closer. Sounds weird. Why
I
are you
got that.
pausing, right? You wouldn't say, I'm a
Hmm.
high ticket closer and I work with businessmen. It's like, why are you pausing in weird places? I'm a high ticket closer and I work with businessmen. That's a compound
Hmm.
sentence, and it's very logical to break it into two thought groups. We have our first clause and our second clause. So thought groups are natural ways we break up our ideas, and they help
Okay.
create a natural sense of rhythm. Okay. So
Yep.
now that we have our double slashes to mark ends of statements, we can look inside longer sentences and see, are there more thought groups to mark? And what do? You help them close more deals by doing what? A
By
lot of the
taking sales call.
Exactly. A lot of the time, prepositional phrases in that final position of the sentence are going to be their own thought group. I'll say that again. Very often, prepositional phrases like to be their own thought group at the end of a sentence. Okay?
Just like I help creators and business owners, the objects, so we can keep the my girl and playing cricket as a like
You could.
last thought group.
You
Yeah.
could say, I love talking to my girl and playing cricket. I personally like breaking it up a little bit because talking
Okay.
to my girl is quite a mouthful to say. All right. Same thing in the
Uh-huh.
last sentence. I is the subject. What do you think? I think my
Uh-huh.
friends would say, and then it's natural. Well, what would they say? I'm
I'm
funny and
funny and
caring.
caring.
And do you see this time when we're joining ideas with and, we have just two single adjectives. So I'm not going to break it up like I'm funny and caring. Why? We don't need to. They're short enough that we can keep this as one thought group.
Okay.
Let's go through the text, and I want you to listen and repeat. You're going to follow my rhythm. Pay attention to the content words that I'm stressing and think about how I'm phrasing this. Where are my thought groups? Where am I breathing? Okay. Hello,
Okay.
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Nitish.
I'm Nitish.
I'm a high ticket closer.
I'm a high ticket closer.
I help creators and business owners
I help creators and business owners
close more deals
close more deals
by taking sales calls for them.
by taking sales calls for them.
I love sales.
I love sales.
When it comes to my hobbies and free time,
When it comes to my hobbies and free times.
free time without an S. When it comes to my
Okay.
hobbies and free time,
When it comes to my hobbies and free time,
I love talking to my girl
I love talking to my girl
and playing cricket.
and playing cricket.
Mhm. I think my friends would say,
I think my friends would say,
I'm funny and caring.
I'm funny and caring.
We like to roast each other.
We like to roast each other.
Nice.
Was that
Okay.
better?
Yes, it was the first time we read through it, but you're actually
Hmm.
seeing it for the first time written out with thought groups and with stressed words. So it's something that
Hmm.
you said more naturally before, and now, of course, it's like weird to say it as a scripted text, but I want you to
Exactly.
visualize what's happening in our pronunciation. How are we breaking our ideas up into thought groups? Which words are we stressing and why? Right? So you
Hmm.
have more
Yep.
understanding. Okay, I'm going to let you read it once to me, and I'm not going to give you the model. Just follow the marking,
Come
the,
on,
okay,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get in trap.
no.
Anyways,
Okay, so
I'm
try on your
ready.
own now. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nitish. I'm a high ticket closer. I help creators and business owners close more deals by taking sales calls for them. I love sales. When it comes to my hobbies, and when it comes to my hobbies and free time, I love talking to my girl and playing cricket. I think my friends would say I'm funny and caring. We like to roast each other.
Nice. Okay. In
Was that a
terms
little bit fast?
It was okay. What I'm listening for at this point is, are you using that kind of rhythm? What I'm listening for at this point is the rhythm. Are you using
Okay.
thought groups? Are you stressing content words? And yes, you are. There are other things that we didn't talk about yet, and you're doing very well. Like a lot of your
Okay.
intonation patterns are natural. There are some individual sounds that we still need to work on, but at this point,
Hmm.
I'm happy with what I'm hearing in terms of rhythm. Okay.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
great.
Super. Okay.
Thanks to your guidance
Yes.
so far.
That's all for now, but before I go, I'll ask you to hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the lessons I have planned for you. If you'd like live interaction and feedback, then join my English with Jennifer community on Patreon, where we practice all skills for confident, effective communication. The link is in the video description. I hope to see you again soon. As always, thanks for watching and happy studies.